Today's episode is brought to you by Elementor. Are you running around doing things and need a website of your own? Do you not know how to code? Neither do I. So I used Elementor to build CatalystCrafting.com. You can build your personal WordPress website with full creative freedom. Go to elementor.com/catalyst and get 33% off your first year. Elementor, the best website building app around town. All right, let's get into it.
There we go.
Hey, Catalyst crew. Welcome to Catalyst Corner, episode 41.
41, Jesus, we're moving along.
It's Sunday, so we've got Partially Proficient on here with us, and yeah, let's get into it. We are moving along.
Yeah, we've been doing this a minute now.
They can't shut us down.
No, can't stop us. Got more affiliate links now. Look at us.
Yeah, people are...
Yeah, we're important fucking people, so listen up.
We're getting to the point where they're just like, all right, we'll advertise.
Yeah.
Like, it's very begrudgingly.
We're the fucking small peanuts, though. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
They
no.
just throw
Like,
us a
they'll
link.
throw us the bone just because, like,
they
have
might
to.
make $1.
Right, they're like, oh, it could go either way.
It doesn't. They lose nothing.
Yeah,
they lose literally nothing by not doing it.
If he's not killed by a Russian hit squad.
Andrew Tate doesn't have us both beheaded.
Yeah, he's just sitting in his jail cell, like, plotting.
Yeah.
He's got the radio, though, because he gets special privileges.
Yeah, of course he does. It's really sad, but probably.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Been working out, been getting back in shape, and taking care of myself. I'm editing the videos that I've had sitting for like a year.
Caught one.
Yeah. I'm, coming out of one of my depressive slumps. I'll hit it again in like 6 months,
Yeah,
but
don't
we're
worry
good
about
for
it.
now.
Yeah. All right, rad.
That was like the most positive intro I've ever given you on that.
Yeah, I'm a little taken aback.
Yeah, it just shut us right down. Well, Paul's mental health is okay.
Paul doesn't want to kill himself now?
That's going to be a bad one.
Yeah, we're in for a fucking ride. Let me ask you this. Did you watch Wednesday?
No. Look, I've just never been an Addams Family person. Like, they're all right, but...
It's fair. But you've seen, like, clips and stuff, yeah?
Yeah.
I had that. We watched it.
Like, I'm too attracted to the
All
Wednesday.
right. I want to talk about it.
Okay.
We watched it.
Yeah.
Jenna Ortega is the actor who plays Wednesday.
Yeah.
Very beautiful woman.
Yeah, she's very attractive.
In her 20s.
Yeah.
But she's playing a 16-year-old.
Right. But I know she's an adult. Let me be clear about that with my prior statements.
It's very confusing for me because I'm sitting there going, like, I don't know if this is, like, is it okay? Is it not okay?
Yeah, but it's okay because she's an adult.
But who's... Like, let me ask you this. Let's say,
Let me say this. I've never, like I just said, I've never seen the show.
Yeah.
I just assumed that she was playing an adult.
Not in the show.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I've just seen her.
Here's the thing. I hadn't seen it either, right?
Right.
And so, I had just seen the clips as well, and I was like, oh, she's a smoke show.
Right.
And then I watched the show, and I was like, oh.
Your initial impression is of her
that
as an
20-something-year-old adult is very attractive.
She's an attractive woman, yeah.
I just think it's a dangerous line.
Sure, but then your initial impression is just carrying over. It doesn't make you a predator. You're like, oh, I saw an attractive adult, and now I see them in this role. And look, they're still just an attractive person, and I already know what they are.
Right. It did give me...
Sure.
It made me feel a little weird.
I get it. I get that. Where your initial reaction, you have to analyze and be like, ugh, am I a bad person?
Right. Like,
No,
should
but
I
you're
cut
not.
off my pinky finger because of this?
You might. For safety's sake, you should, I guess.
I mean, if I'm going to do it, I have to fly to the desert and meet the fucking boss. And
Oh, I was going to Yakuza route with it. My bad.
no, I'm going John Wick.
Yeah, you were going John Wick. I thought you had to get like one of those little like Tonto knives.
Yeah, and just cut the finger. Right?
Yeah,
I think he does it with a Tonto knife.
Yeah,
though.
he does.
Yeah, he does.
Maybe. I don't
I don't
remember.
know.
It's been
You don't even need it.
years.
It's not that big of a deal. All right.
We'll keep the
let's get
fingers.
into, now that we're done talking about, loving
loving ourselves, cutting off fingers,
Right.
being confused. Like, where are you going with this whole Wednesday thing?
I don't know. Well, we just finished it.
Yeah.
We just finished it. And I like I said, I had seen the clips, and I had seen Jenna Ortega in X. Was the first time I saw her.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I didn't realize that was her.
Yeah, that's my thing.
No kidding.
Yeah,
All right, I love
so-
that movie.
yeah, it's a good
It was a
movie.
good movie, yeah.
But, so I knew she was an adult, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, we just finished it, and I thought, like, I had that thought, and I was like, oh, I'm going to run this by the old Paul and see
Sure.
what he thinks. Plus, it makes for a good intro. You bring him in with the old Jeffrey Epstein, and then you keep him for the content.
Oh, yeah.
Here's what I want to talk about.
Sure.
I've told you this a lot.
Yeah.
Not a huge Harry Potter fan.
Right. Neither am I.
I don't hate it.
Sure.
I don't love it.
They are young adult novels.
Sure, and when I was a young adult, I liked it a hell of a lot more than...
Right, because that's who it's made for.
Right. The films are fine. I'm not one of those people that watch it, like, my partner likes, she'll watch it like every year.
Yeah, but are you like a Slytherin or are you like a Ravenclaw? What do you think you are?
Well, I can tell you exactly what I am because,
Go ahead.
Obviously we got a code for the old Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh.
Yeah. So I've been running around the old Wizarding World.
Right.
I'm a Ravenclaw.
You strike me as a Ravenclaw.
I guess.
Yeah. You know what? I haven't played the game, but I would call myself a Gryffindor just because I'm the fucking protagonist.
Yeah, I would say you're very Gryffindorian.
Yeah, I'm just very much a protagonist of the world, and I want people to know
What's
that.
funny is I'm not super invested in the story because I don't really like Harry Potter that much.
Right, you're just not that guy.
But the game is so well done. It's very fun.
Look, I haven't played it, but I've seen clips. It looks like an entertaining game.
It's fun. I generally when I play like fantasy games, I go with like I want to be a sword man.
Yeah, of course.
Because I don't love the mechanics usually with magic. Mm-hmm. This is done very well.
Yeah, you know what it looked like to me? You ever play Dragon Age 2?
Yeah.
The magic in that was almost very dynamic, very like mobile. You weren't like slow and locked in place. From the clips that I saw, it seemed pretty reminiscent of that to me, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." That was one of the few games I really liked being a magic caster.
Sure, it almost has like echoes of like Arkham a little bit.
Oh, really?
Just a
No
little
shit.
bit. Like it's not as like, button mashy as like an Arkham, right? And
Sure.
and what makes it interesting is we had kind of talked about, I remember that there weren't that many spells, right? That was
Yeah.
kind of one of your notes. And there's definitely room to add, right? Mm-hmm. But what's interesting about it is, you can put them on a wheel, right?
Okay, yeah.
And you have 4 wheels, and you can do some crazy combos.
This is like
with
your
them.
quick action, sort of like switch to things
with,
type
with
deal.
the
Yeah,
spells.
yeah, yeah.
So what you do is you load up the wheels, and you can do some wild shit.
Yeah, I've seen like people doing insane combos, like mobility and all. It seems cool, like I said.
Here's something that pulls me out of it a little bit, though. Mm-hmm. They don't shy, like, they basically lean into the fact that this 5th year, who in Harry Potter world would be 15, is murdering the enemies. Like, they don't fucking... Like, he makes, like, comment, like, you'll kill some of the goblins and shit.
Yeah.
Or even the dark wizards and the poachers, and he'll be like, your blood is on, so-and-so's hands. And I'm like, holy fucking shit.
Wow.
You're supposed to be 15 years old, young man.
Yeah, they're a sociopath.
Yeah, murdering.
That's
Fucking
awesome.
Oh, it's great.
I like that they leaned
like
into it.
It's like a little weird just because, like, you get the Harry Potter ethos in your head, but like,
Right,
no.
right.
This fucking kid.
Look, honestly, if they want to go darker with it and say, hey, look, there's parts of this universe where we can be heavy-handed. I mean, it's always had dark elements and shit,
Sure.
but they want to lean into that. I'm okay with it.
Story's not bad. It's just not my bread and butter, right? But the gameplay
Sure.
is very fun.
Right.
And the reason I bring it up again, is because
Yep. Go ahead.
there are 3 review sites, at least 3 major review sites that have review bombed this game, which which I get fans do that, right?
Right. So you're saying not the usual...
No, like you've seen like fans review Bomber.
Like the IGN, like Last of Us is getting a 1 or something like that. Not that kind of deal. You're talking the professional reviewer, like review bomb.
That would be, yeah, like if IGN gave Hogwarts Legacy a 9.
Right.
Right? And IGN is very, I guess woke is the easiest way to qualify it, right?
Right. Without the negative connotations.
Right,
but
right.
I would
like
say
in
progressive.
A non-negative, yeah, progressive's probably a better way to say it. Because I don't know. To me, woke has become a very negative kind of term.
It is, yeah. It's used in that way, I guess.
I would say progressive. I think IGN is probably amongst the more progressive websites.
Sure.
Right? And they gave it a 9. And they did a kind of a preface that said, like, look, we get that there's controversy and stuff, but we're reviewing this as a game.
Right.
So I give them a lot of respect. Because,
no, that's the right way to do it.
Well, that's your fucking job.
Right. You're supposed to say, is this a quality product insofar as it's a game?
Right. What's the gaming experience like? I don't give a fuck what your opinions or politics are. Tell me if the game is good.
Right. Is it fun to play?
Right. So Wired put out a review.
Okay.
1 out of 10.
Oh, it's terrible, according to them.
So 1 out of 10, and they have like a key, right? And they have a 1 listed as an absolute failure.
It is abjectly awful. It's a giant steaming piece of shit.
It is more successful than Elden Ring was by 50% in its first month. Objective failure.
Wow.
And
that's insane.
The reason that
I didn't know it was selling that well.
It's selling insane.
Wow.
The reason that they gave it a 1 is not because, they say some weird bullshit about how the gameplay feels.
Like they play up any quirks that the game has.
Right. And listen, it's not a perfect game. It's got a lot of bugs. It's not really reinventing anything. It's just a well done open world with a good magic system. The magic system's pretty solid.
Look, you know how I like to make your job harder, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to go here and I'm going to preface this, and you can do your little snap to know when the cuts have to happen, if they have to happen. We'll see.
Okay.
But that'll be Patreon content, if so. The unedited full Paul rant on it.
Paul still lets his ugly demons out.
I'll let the fucking demons out for him.
He's taking off all his clothes, by the way.
Yeah, I got to do this full nude.
I know. It's like when you got to take a naked poop,
So... I do know.
Yeah, I know, you know.
So I looked at the Kotaku review because you made me aware that we were going to be talking about this a little bit before.
Yeah.
One of the lines, it's just like at the top, stuck out to me.
Yeah.
They don't give it a numbered score, but they take every opportunity to dig at this game as well. And they play up a lot of dumb things about it.
Yeah.
And the tagline is that the game is haunted by the specter of J.K. Rowling. And it just made me laugh.
It's so dramatic,
it's very dramatic. And all it conjures up in my head is J.K. Rowling fucking haunting Hogwarts, fucking roaming the halls like fucking Peeves. Yeah, she's like a fucking Peeves, but she's just
they don't know
throwing
how to
out transphobic slurs.
Yeah. They're just like, just ignore J.K. Here she comes. She's just like, trans women aren't women.
I feel afraid to use the restroom.
Yeah. If you'll notice the witch on the restroom door, not a wizard. Whoa.
The goblins are Jewish people.
I didn't. You know what's weird though?
That's probably where you can do the snap. I guess if that needs to be cut.
I didn't get that. I know, like a lot of people have been saying that with the goblins and shit.
Yeah.
And like maybe that was her intention, but like when I'm playing it from an unbiased standpoint, I'm just like, they're fucking goblins. Like I don't go that deep with it.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I can kind of see where it comes from. Like, it has a lot of uncomfortable parallels to the way like Hitler would have described the Jewish people.
Yeah, but fuck that guy.
Yeah, well, also fuck her. That's kind of the point.
Right, and fuck her too. Like, she's an idiot.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Is like, I can see where that comes from. She's, you know...
Right, I get it.
What we know about her being bigoted already, it seems likely that she probably has a couple other biases that have made her their way into her works.
It's just strange to me. You know what I mean? Like,
for sure. I definitely don't think you have to be, as a professional reviewer.
Well, that really pissed me off.
Neglecting your job in review bombing a game based off of the personal opinions of the source material's author. That is ridiculous.
The thing is that she didn't have anything to do with this game. She's profiting off it, but like, it's such, I guess for me, right? Mm-hmm. The villains are profiting off of shit all the time anyway.
Right.
It's not like this is anything special.
You're not sinking her by doing this either. Because again,
this is a drop in the bucket for this woman.
There's so many other sources of revenue that she has.
Yeah.
Book sales still. To this day,
Universal Studios.
Yeah, right. She makes a portion off of like ticket sales, and like
when you stream fucking Fantastic Beasts, even though it's garbage, like she makes money.
The stage play of the Cursed Child.
She makes money.
Right, and no one's protesting these things because they're hard.
Right.
Like it's literally
it's
just
easy to be a keyboard warrior.
Right. It's just these people who, again, I think I said last time we talked about this, terminally online.
Yeah.
Where it's like...
Yeah, you said that. Because like Twitter, right? It's generally Twitter is where it all fucking spews out of.
And it's so easy to go on there, and you're just trying to show, well, I'm a good person because I'm not playing the Harry Potter game, and anyone who does is a bad guy. Look at how virtuous and great I am. These are
denying myself a magical experience.
Right. These are the same people who don't go out and act on any real world change. You're not donating to charity. You're not putting in work at the soup kitchen.
Right. You're not pushing the government to make changes or anything. Like, fuck you.
You're not working in a field that assists people who are needy. Look, in this case, you're a fucking game reviewer. You're a game reviewer who's just shitting on a product because that's an easy way to make people look at you and say, well, they're a hero. They're a good, kind person.
Well,
it's bullshit.
Did you catch that TikToker that was like almost crying because she was like, you shouldn't have to, you shouldn't have to see all this shit about the game. Like, not playing this game was as easy as choosing what I was having for breakfast.
No, I didn't see this.
She's lost about 10,000 followers as of the recording of this podcast.
Really?
Because it's disingenuous.
Yeah.
And people like authenticity.
Right.
So like,
just be real about things.
Don't fucking get on a it has nothing to do with your opinions on trans rights.
People.
Look, I'm going to say it right now. Trans people deserve all the rights.
Right. Hey, look. Trans people are real. They're valid.
Yep.
Like, they deserve respect. They deserve to be treated just the same as you and I.
Absolutely.
They need all the protections in place.
Right. I totally agree. And I've said this, right?
Right.
Women, biological women and trans women have different struggles.
Right.
But they both have struggles.
Right. And, of course, they're both women. Right.
Trans women, have to worry about getting raped.
Yeah, or other forms of violence and discrimination.
Right,
they're exclusive to them.
That's what I'm saying. It's like it's not this sort of it's just different. You don't know. It's like it's different, but suffering is there's plenty of suffering to go around.
Right, I know.
It's just it's very frustrating to me. And I get it. It's hard to say these things without worrying about coming off as being bigoted.
It's tough.
Well, because of the way certain individuals have kind of twisted the dialogue.
There's a weird culture around like censorship nowadays. Is kind of how it goes. Is people want to censor anything that's distasteful to them. And not even if the source itself is distasteful, but if it's related to anything distasteful. Look, I think we said this in an early episode. We're just two white guys doing a podcast. And you know what? At times it's hard to get rid of the roots of being, born and raised New England 90s era type kids. And if I ever offend anyone, let me know. I apologize in advance.
Yeah, none of the stuff we say comes from a place of like hate. Well, I hate a lot of shit, but it's not. It never has to do with sex or race.
We hate people who are slow in front of us in fucking line. I hate them. I'll bash their head in with a hammer. I don't like. That's who I am.
Yeah. I also hate that. Look, all I'm saying is this: is that if we can't even have the discussion, right, and say like, hey, I think you're off base, without immediately being labeled
as a bigot.
How are we, like, there's no discourse anymore.
Right, and that's tough. I don't know. It's a tough era to be in, and like shit's changing so fast.
It feels disingenuous.
It is disingenuous.
Listen, I know that a lot of people in the trans community are hurt by this, but you know, come on.
I know.
Nobody's, you know, there are bad people.
Of course.
But we here at Catalyst, we like the Harry Potter game. And we also want trans people to have rights. And fuck J.K. Rowling for being a jerk.
Yeah.
So there you go. From the horse's ass.
That's straight from us, baby.
Yeah. But stop with this shit.
Yeah, the censorship, like trying to cancel people over. Come on.
I'm going to tell you something right now. Those 3 websites, Wired, Kotaku, and Polygon, never reading a fucking review from them again.
Dead to us.
Oh, their journalistic integrity is in the toilet.
What I would like to say is that we're canceling them now.
Yeah, they're canceled.
Yeah, no, we're not going to. I'm not going to be.
No. I just, from a journalistic standpoint, how can you trust anything they say?
There's a
now?
lack of integrity with that for sure. Moving, like, okay, hold on. We got a few more things to talk about today.
Yeah,
we're getting hung up. It's an important topic.
No,
it's
I know.
easy to get hung up on.
I know.
But
well, I've been running around the world. So some big news in the old. We'll do some internet news, right?
Yeah, that's a common one for us.
So the Susan, the CEO of YouTube.
Oh, small website.
Small website YouTube has stepped down.
Okay. Yeah, I'd heard about this. I'd know there's some shit going on with her.
Now,
new guy or whatever.
Right.
I don't know anything about it.
So let me tell you a little bit.
Give me the story.
So the reason why this is like typically, if this was like normal times, even though she's been the CEO for the last 9 years, right? Mm-hmm. A CEO stepping down is really not huge news.
No, it's pretty standard. Like, it happens. The changing of the guard.
Right, you know. But what's going on with the legal system right now, Google v. Gonzalez, basically what's happened is the algorithm that puts videos in front of your face showed someone ISIS videos.
Oh, shit.
And then after they saw it, it resulted in some sort of terroristic action.
What? Hold on a minute.
I'm not saying that it caused it. I'm just, that person went and did terrorism shit. Whatever it is. And the whole argument is because the way that the internet functions right now is that these corpos are not held accountable for what's uploaded onto their platforms. Right? They try to police it so there's not CP running around and stuff, you know, things of that nature, but they're not in trouble if CP gets uploaded.
Right.
What the argument in this Gonzalez case is, if the algorithm is putting this in front of you, that's no longer being an unbiased and passive entity.
The algorithm has to, okay.
So
I
now
see what you're saying.
What they want to do is make these companies
liable for pushing that kind of shit.
Right. So
I see what you mean.
That will, if it's passed, it will fundamentally change the web.
Yeah, it will.
Not in a good way, I don't think.
How do you mean?
So, obviously not, I'm not saying like watching these awful videos is a good thing, but I'm looking at it from a realist standpoint, and if it comes down to that, right, then the corporations are going to go, vanilla, as safe as possible with everything.
I see what you mean. Where, okay, basically to avoid getting themselves burned,
Right.
they're going to scour not just the CP, not just
No. You said
Terrace feed.
fuck.
It's
demonetized.
done. Right. Not even just demonetized,
Off
but
the
basically,
app. Right, you're off.
shadow
You're
banned.
gone.
Your content is invisible.
Right. So that's like the fear, because a lot of these creators
get
that have
that,
built
yeah.
up, millions of followers,
Right.
either swear or do some raunchy shit. Not anything crazy,
Right.
but like enough where if this new world comes to fruition, they're gone.
Right.
Like even Wubby wouldn't be able to have a platform. Right, he's gone.
Yeah.
Even Charlie,
borderline. Yeah.
that's what I'm saying is like when you really start to break it down.
It's tough though, because right. Is that going to be the response? Maybe. But then again, I don't know. Removing that kind of content, making sure it's not visible is a good thing inherently.
No, I totally agree. But the problem becomes these corporations don't give a fuck about anything except for money.
Right.
So if it affects their bottom line, they're just going to go, okay, here's your generic glass of milk, drink it.
Yeah. I don't know. Here's the problem, though, is like they can only do that so much, right? It's like I watch YouTube. YouTube is my primary source of entertainment.
We don't have cable in this.
I will, on the recommendation of like a friend or family, like watch a Netflix or a HBO Max show or something occasionally.
Right. But the majority of your consumption is YouTube, as is mine.
Right. But say they do that. Say they put these measures in place where even if I'm subscribed to these people, like they don't show their new videos and I have to search for them every single time. I'm going to stop being on YouTube as nearly as much as I am.
Right, but here's the thing is that it's not just for Google or Facebook, it's for everyone. So it's not about really hurting these established creators. It's basically putting a cement cover over any new creators that are trying to break out.
Sure. That's what I'm saying though, is like it's going to damage things enough where I think their user base will drop. And I think it will drop significantly.
Right, but where are they going to go? Because if everyone is held responsible...
You're just creating competitors.
But the competitors are held responsible.
Right, but someone's going to find the workaround. Yeah, I mean, like, look, there's a pretty good gap of distance between ISIS and, abuse pornography.
Sure, I totally agree.
And the creators who swear a little bit too often and,
I'm not saying they're in the same...
Make raunchy jokes.
They're not. It's not even in the same ballpark.
Right. So I think that if they aren't willing to adapt and find that middle ground, there's gonna be a competitor. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but someone who will.
You haven't made a YouTube yet, right?
No, not yet.
Yeah, they just changed their terms. You can't swear anymore.
I know. I heard about all that. What? Not for the first 10 seconds or 30 seconds. Some bullshit like that. I know.
I'm just saying, like, this is...
Oh, I know the noose is tightening, but I'm just saying, I think eventually they're going to find that point where they overstep. And
there'll be a Hogwarts legacy point.
They'll have to either backpedal or someone's going to take their place. That's just the way it's going to go.
I just thought it was kind of interesting to see this kind of shit.
For sure.
The new CEO's an idiot. Like, he was huge on NFTs and stuff.
We totally fucking steered away from him. He was big on NFTs. What's his name? He
was really trying to push. He was the CPO of. Let me pull his name up. He was the CPO of YouTube. So the Chief Product Officer.
Okay. So he's not like foreign to the company.
No. But I don't think he knows. Like, the one thing you can say about
big NFT guy though, huh?
Yeah, Neil Mohan.
Okay.
The one thing you can say about Susan was that she would at least talk to creators and stuff.
Sort of, yeah. A little.
She didn't. I'm not saying she listened to them, but she would at least. She knew what was going on at least.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
This guy, he is so removed.
Right.
Like, his big plan, it burned. It crashed and burned. Was to allow content creators to make NFTs of clips and things of that nature.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, and they were going to market it so that your fans have a new way to really enjoy your content. It's like
big NFT guy, huh?
Yeah, and of course it crashed and burned.
Yeah, you think he owns any Bored Apes?
Probably 2, maybe.
I think he owns 4.
You think he bought 4?
Neil Mohan, look at that man.
Yeah, he's got a couple. He's got a couple Bored Apes.
You
Come
tell
on.
me he has less than 4 Bored Apes. You look at his face and you tell me.
I don't know. He probably has like 6 or 7.
That's what I'm saying. This man's got a minimum of 4.
You think he's playing the new game?
Whoa, fucking...
The Bored Ape game that's $2,300.
I heard about
and you
that.
can only play for like 3 weeks or some shit.
That's fucking... Yeah, he is.
Yeah. He is.
I like to think that he's sitting in like a little green screened room.
Yeah.
All those little fucking sound blocker panels all over the walls.
Yeah.
He's recording content for his YouTube channel of the Bored Apes game.
Yeah.
He's like,
You think he's
I will
streaming it?
censor everyone who's not me.
Yeah, well, Musk. You heard about Musk, right? Like he made his engineers boost his tweets.
Oh, I did hear about. See, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I feel like he's gonna go along those same lines.
He's very much a Saruman.
Not
like,
the true evil, but like a very strong secondary.
Yeah, like I think, like, you know, if you look at Twitter as like the pits underneath Isengard where they're growing the Urka. Yeah.
Oh, hold on. You're saying that Elon's the Sauron? I think Elon's the Sauron.
No, there's got to be someone worse than Elon.
Who's the Sauron?
I don't know.
I think Neil's your Saruman.
No.
Was he your Grima? We're getting...
No,
all right, hold on.
no.
I'm getting deep in the weeds
Yeah,
of Lord of the Rings references here. All
What is
right.
he, a Maya? No, that's what I picture with Elon. I
The
think
corrupted Maiar.
Twitter is just the pits underneath Isengard growing the fucking
Uruk-hai, yeah.
Yeah. And then
Oh,
you just have Elon with his stupid marshmallow body looking out. You know, there's a big T on
I
top.
fucked up. It was Bezos.
Bezos is Sauron, of course.
He's your Sauron.
Yeah, there you
Fuck,
go.
my bad. All right.
He's only got the one eye.
Does that make like a Rockefeller your Morgoth or something? I don't know.
Yeah, like a Rockefeller
All
would
right.
be your
All
Morgoth.
right. That's my last fucking one.
Like the 2 people that listen to this that love Lord of the Rings as much as you are going to be like, that spot on.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. They're like very anti-capitalist and into Lord of the Rings. They're gonna be like,
Bezos, of course he's Sauron.
okay. Jesus Christ. That
Let's
might need to
move
be
on.
cut. This
That's
is fucking
enough.
ridiculous.
No, I love it. It's really funny. Like if they gave me money, you know I'd make that movie.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
That and cats.
Big on cats around
I
here.
wanted to talk about something else that kind of bothered me a little bit. Mm-hmm. Just a little bit. It bothered me. It just
Go ahead.
It bothered me.
Go ahead.
This was my reaction. Well, that's fucking stupid.
Okay.
You ever read Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory?
No.
How about The Witches?
Yes.
Okay. So you've consumed some Roald Dahl content.
Yeah. I'm familiar with the man.
Okay. Kind of a shithead in his real life, but
I had no idea.
yeah, he is. He's
Oddly
mean.
enough, a lot of them are. Like Dr.
Yeah.
Seuss was a shithead.
Yeah, very bad person.
Very, very bad husband. Cheated on his wife.
Yeah. When she was like sick too.
Yeah.
Very bad guy.
She killed herself over it.
Like sort of. The way I heard it was she was like dying and like she cared about him, so like it was fucked up.
Pretty dark.
Yes, it's not green eggs and ham, that's for damn sure.
All right, back to Roald Dahl.
Yeah. So the publishing company that owns the rights to his works have re-released them.
Yeah. Remastered
Editions. Very much akin to the Lucas cuts of Star Wars, in my opinion. By taking out offensive language.
Okay, how do you mean? Because
Well, so my initial
from
my initial
fucking
thought.
memory of the witches, I don't really feel like
No, he's not. He's not fucking
wasn't-
H.P. Lovecraft.
it wasn't like HBO like R-rated fucking
Yeah, it's like
content.
The Wire, dude. So
That's another series I'd fucking watch if you want to make The Witches, but it's just hardcore, like The Wire,
No,
very
the Witches
intense.
would be. I would probably do the Witches akin to like Oz.
Okay.
Because, like, when they trap the kids and shit, like, they would, they would have prison culture and all that sort of shit, and, like, it would have to...
Fuck yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, dude.
HBO, call us if you want a script.
It'll be better than Velma.
It will be, yeah,
So-
for sure.
When I thought, I thought back, because I read a bunch of them, and I was like, what the fuck did he say?
Right.
Like, there was no racial
Right.
slurs or anything. They took out fat. Like he used fat as a descriptive to talk about fucking fat people.
Okay, hold on. Did they replace it?
Yeah, with like some bullshit. Bigger.
Bigger is vague, though.
Yeah, no, he would like get into detail. He'd be like, this rumpus.
Remember shit like that.
Yeah, of course I do, because I thought it was funny, and I was like a fat kid. I was like, oh man, I have a rumpus.
Yeah, a little rumpus
Yeah,
action.
I was like, oh, I got a rumpus.
But bigger's not descriptive. I mean, it's descriptive by definition, but it doesn't
hurt feelings though.
Right. Well, I'm not even saying a bodybuilder is bigger. A tall person is bigger.
It's like that by design though.
But like fat tells you in what dimension they're bigger. How it conjures an image. Bigger doesn't.
No, like if you
bigger
want,
to one person means something different.
I want you to get into it. His skin was as red as a dawn. The veins pulsed. Like I want to fucking tell me that.
All right.
The cellulite.
You seem like you're fucking getting aroused.
Yeah, I love it.
I am.
I love descriptions.
All right.
But yeah, so they took out fat.
Sure.
So
That's
then-
stupid, but whatever.
So
Won't drop another hard R in this episode.
yeah, it's dumb. So then I wanted to give you a little trivia. Mm-hmm. So Roald Dahl, as he's dying on his deathbed, he's laying there. His wife's there, and he says,
Gunshot wound to his chest.
"No, he's just dying. He's got the death." And he goes, "I'm going to read the quote."
Read it for me.
He basically says to everyone, "I'm not afraid to die." Mm-hmm. He says, "It's just that I'll miss you all so much." And so, everyone is kind of...
Yeah, that's a somber
it's
moment.
Like, wow, he's a writer. Like, what a fucking way to pick your moment.
He shows his final words.
Right.
And they're poetic. They're very,
he's a true writer
loving.
to the end.
Right.
But then the nurse injected him with a bunch of morphine, and his last words were actually, "Oh, fuck."
See, that's
incredible.
That's what I want my last words to be.
Like that. You can't even, dude. You can't even write that shit. Like this prim and proper dude is just like, "I'm not afraid of death. I'll just miss you all so much." And like the wife's crying, his kids are fucking a mess. Like,
his grandson's grandchild's holding his hand.
Yeah, he's like
looking into his
angels."
eyes.
And the nurse just fucking, she's in the garb and all that shit. Yeah.
Having known nurses, and I know you obviously, right?
Yeah.
She just doesn't give a shit.
No,
walks
she's got
right
like
up.
10 other fucking patients.
She's got shit to do today.
She's like, "Oh yeah, you're not gonna miss
Waltz
them."
up, pop,
All
right in the fucking vein.
Yeah, she picked her moment. The morphine fucking hits, and
he's like,
"Oh fuck." "Oh, this is way better."
Yeah, hold on a minute.
Where do I want to live?
Yeah, this is going to be easier than I thought it was.
Oh, I'm going to miss that morphine. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I like that.
My favorite Roald Dahl quote.
Hope that makes it into the books.
Yeah, I would. They should
in the next edit. Yeah,
that should be on the front of every fucking book. Like just the last. I'm gonna miss you all. Don't fear death.
Like the quotes with the author's face, it has a little fucking thing, the poetic fucking.
Yeah, he's like looking into the distance and shit.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, Roald Dahl. Oh fuck. Yeah. Oh, you're gonna miss him, dude.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's important.
And he's gonna miss you.
Stupid that they edited his works.
Yeah.
that's another dangerous thing. We're editing classics, even in small ways.
I talked to Jim about this a little bit. Like, I would say that the Peter Pan of the day, like whatever it came out, right? The 40s or whatever.
Right.
Has a lot of problematic shit in it.
It absolutely does, yeah.
From an animation standpoint, though, incredibly important.
Yeah. It's iconic.
Right.
It's, again, for its time, it's genre defining.
You should be allowed to look at a work of art and say, oh, yeah, there are problematic elements to this. Man, they were fucking stupid back then. You know?
But it is, at a certain point, historical.
Right.
And you can't rewrite history to be prim and proper and neat and inoffensive. History is offensive. But as soon as you start editing it, you lose the past and you lose the ability to look back and analyze our mistakes.
My favorite is like the viewpoint that a lot of people have of the founding fathers of these like noble fucking...
Oh, absolutely fucking not.
Bro, they were drunk off their asses most of the time.
Fuck yeah, they like to party.
Yeah, well, no shit. You know what I heard about Ben Franklin recently?
What'd you hear?
I love every story I hear, new story about him. I love him more. He's a psycho.
Yeah.
He said, he didn't call him this, so excuse me, whatever he fucking said. He goes, oh, I prefer MILFs.
Oh, fuck
Not
yeah.
MILFs, but, you know, mature, like whatever he said. He goes,
He's a big MILF,
they go,
man.
They go, why, Ben? Why? And he goes, because they know what they're doing and they love the attention. I'm like, Benjamin R. Franklin, you scallywag.
Benny, my boy Benny.
Like, of all the people you'd want to party with, Benny's up there, dude.
He is. I think George would be an animal.
I don't know. He seems like he'd be a little uptight.
You think, dude? I don't know.
Like, you talking about, like, post-war George, like President George?
I'm talking pre-war George.
Oh, I'd fucking hang with him, dude. He was a nut.
That's what I'm talking about.
He was a nut, dude. I don't know, though. Ben Franklin, I think you can get in some fucking trouble with.
We're losing the non-American audience. We have a big audience in Romania. We need to keep them,
I
dude.
just want them to know. I want the rest of the world to know that, you know, we're just hillbillies.
Right. Big on the founding fathers over here.
Ben Franklin's my dude.
Yeah, he's the guy.
He's on the $100 bill for a reason.
That's big, yeah.
All right.
He keeps it 100.
Oh, yeah. Jesus. Loves MILFs. What can you say? What can you say about the man? All right. I got one more for you.
Mm-hmm. Let me hear it.
The fabric of reality is coming unglued.
How do you mean?
How do I mean?
I mean, I agree with you, but I want to hear why you think so.
Okay. There's a few reasons.
Yeah, there's a handful. Two, three.
You know, obviously we had the Chinese spy balloon. That kicked it off for me. Because when I heard about it, I was like, that's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard of. They're just flying balloons. Mm-hmm. What is this, like some awful steampunk movie? We're spying on people with balloons? Mm-hmm. Ridiculous.
Right.
And now it seems like every other day we're shooting down UFOs.
Yeah, just some object that... You hear that they've been like shooting things down and like they search for remnants and there's
find
nothing.
Them.
Shit's just gone.
So stupid. It's like a fucking sci-fi movie.
It's all over the world too, I hear.
I know, it's ridiculous, dude.
So here's my thing. To put it in practical terms, and maybe this is just my brain trying to rationalize shit.
Yeah, the trees can't hear
The trees don't move to fucking
they don't
throw
listen.
it way
the trees
back.
can't understand what you're saying.
But anyways, it's obviously just spycraft, other nations. It's a tense world situation in many ways right now.
Sure.
Every government's trying to find some shit out, especially the big shady ones, Russia, China, whatever. But we have been dabbling with a technology that's a little zesty, a little spicy. AI. And that's the one check mark in my box that says, well, maybe it's aliens.
Well, so it's a little tricky, right? Because like last year's episode of The World, the U.S. government was like, yeah, UFOs are real.
They did. They just fucking said it.
I know. And now I just think they're easing us into it. They're just like, yeah, we shot down another one.
You know, it really contextualizes things, but I never really thought about several years before that. They were like, yeah, we have a Space Force now.
Right. Like they're drip feeding the
They're
content.
easing us.
Yeah, they're drip
Like,
feeding it.
Hey, we have a Space Force. A few years later, aliens are real.
Yep.
And this year we're shooting down UFOs.
Yeah, like they come to the planet, they're trying to kill us, we kill them. By the way, the Terminator's almost finished, so it'll be fine.
Yeah, Google has fucking Skynet,
you
apparently.
heard that shit? Lambda, whatever the fuck they call it. Bro, they're saying that Google has a sentient AI locked in their fucking headquarters.
I don't like that at all.
No,
that
I
makes
don't
me
like it either.
super uncomfortable.
Like, I was like, here's the problem, right?
Right.
Is I'm like, all right, alien war, I can get my head around that. I don't want alien war and AI
You gotta
war.
pick one.
Right, that's too much.
This is two sci-fi movies at once, and
You know
they
what?
clash.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's not entertaining when it's that messy.
Well, hold on. Maybe it can work.
What are you thinking?
Remember Alien vs. Predator?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
You didn't like Alien vs.
No.
What's wrong with you? It's campy, but it's fun.
Yeah, but like I was going in being, thinking like I was going to get like a Prey or a...
No,
I got a
course
campy
not.
fucking night. Like both movies are horror flicks.
All right. Both movies are horror flicks, you just said to me.
Yeah, why? They're not? You don't think
No.
you don't think Alien 1 is a horror movie?
Alien 1 is absolutely a horror movie.
Okay. What about Predator 1?
No. It's an
Why? Because they're macho
action
dudes?
flick.
Oh, is Prey a horror movie?
No.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't. Let's get back to the original
fuck
topic.
you. Fuck
keep
you.
your shit opinion to yourself.
Oh my god, dude.
Absolute garbage take.
You know what? When the aliens come down, we'll ask them. You fucking. Or you
Maybe-
know what? The AI can settle it for us. How's that?
All right. Again, if you want to hear this shit, maybe we'll go to Patreon and we'll do a fucking
Yeah,
cut
we can.
corner
We'll
on your
do it at the end of the episode.
on Evan's dipshit
Oh
opinion.
my god, dude. Anyway,
Yeah,
put
the aliens are here. The AI's here. Fucking
I don't like that
reality
Google
is,
has a possibly sentient AI up in the building.
That's so fucked up. Yeah. No, what bothers me the fuck about that is there's no win. Do you keep it locked up and it grows to resent humanity, it breaks out, and then it's killing all of us?
Or do you let it go and it grows to resentment?
And it just kills. Right. There's no right answer.
Yeah, like in some situation, it doesn't kill us all.
No. It's got to, dude.
I
It's
just
a
hope
Skynet
I hope the
situation.
robots they make are cool looking.
Pretty like rad look.
What if it's a samurai?
Oh no, dude!
I love it.
I cut down by
Cut down by an AI samurai. Yeah,
That's kind of sweet though.
yeah, it's not a bad way to go.
It's kind of badass.
Like, there's no situation where we beat the machine either.
no,
Like,
it's
we
an
can't
AI.
we can't even like get on the same page with like vaccinations. We're gonna fight a sentient AI.
The greatest chess players in the world can barely beat a computer.
When
That's
they
like
do beat it, it's like a big deal too.
that's like 30 years old.
Yeah.
The newer ones, humans don't stand a chance
No,
against.
we're fucked,
And those are the greatest.
and we're locking it up.
These are people who have practiced this game their entire
Yeah, they're masters.
fucking
They're
lives.
masters. And the AI just goes, well, here are all the possible moves.
And every fucking year, the AIs get better. Like
Every year, bro.
every month,
Every
they get
month
better.
now.
I know.
Every month they
I
get
know.
better.
There's no way we can match. Like,
You know what my
if
favorite-
it gets
you know
out
what
and it's
I-
just like,
I
all
saw
right,
a,
get fucked.
You know what I saw is that
Go ahead.
this fucking idiot, you know me. I think that office jobs are obsolete at this point.
Yeah.
Everyone can work remotely that's not doing essential work. Mm-hmm. This idiot CEO goes, remote work is the most dangerous thing for white-collar jobs.
How so?
Because if you're going to do your work from home and not come into the office, I could hire someone in India to do it for a fraction of the cost. I was like, you're a fucking moron.
Yeah. Yeah, there needs to be more regulations against that in the first fucking place.
Yeah, I mean, that won't happen.
I know.
I think
Anyway,
but it'll
let's
be
get back to
interesting.
the
It'll be
fucking-
interesting to see, how the AI arc plays out.
Right. Does everyone get, a utopian existence where
There's
the
a universal
robots,
basic income and people
Right.
still have to work. The roads have to get made, at least for now, until they make robots.
Right, but housing is provided, like resources are shared evenly. Or do
Maybe
we
not,
get like
it's not even even. But here's the thing: I'm not like
sure. I don't mean evenly. I mean evenly in so much as everyone is clothed,
Yeah, you're not
everyone is
facing
homed.
starvation.
Right, and basic needs are met.
Right,
by
you're allowed to live.
the AI.
Like, because right now you're not allowed to live.
Right, or do the hyper rich just abuse the AI, become even richer, the poor become even poorer? We get like a Matt Damon in Elysium situation.
Yeah, they're like curing cancer up in the fucking Sky City.
Yeah.
Like we're all down in the doldrums, like dirt all over our faces. You
Meanwhile,
can't even shower
the
anymore.
Skyrim, Jesus.
Yeah.
Sky.
You're finally awake.
Yeah, that's right. The Skynet fucking bots are patrolling us, making sure that we don't upset the status
Yeah.
quo.
Oh my god, dude. But if the sentient thing throws a caveat in it, right?
It does, yeah.
Because if it's sentient, it's gonna go, well, fuck these rich people.
Yeah, fuck these people.
I would like to think that it won't fuck all of us. It will. It'll be like, oh, you guys are just a plague on the earth. I'm gonna
I'd
kill
kind of
all.
like to think that it does fuck all of us.
Would you fuck an AI robot?
Is that cheating?
I think if it's sentient, it's probably cheating.
Yeah, I guess not.
If it's not sentient, though,
I'm committed, so like I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that to my wife. A
so
little
you'd have
sentient
to
robot.
use like V1, like
Yeah.
the V1 versions of them that aren't aware.
I think we'd have to enter into an agreement where like, hey,
I'm gonna fuck robots.
yeah, robots are like okay.
Yeah, like you can't get an STD, I guess.
No,
but you
no,
could get
they're very
electrocuted,
clean.
You gotta watch out. So yeah, it's just coming unglued. The fucking scientists are arguing
The
about
aliens hate it. The aliens are coming because they don't like they don't want us to fuck the robots.
Because you know what it is. They're showing up because they're like, guys, stop with the AI.
Yeah.
This never works. It never ends well.
It's bad. Cut
Right.
the shit.
Meanwhile, Google's got the fucking first Geth just hanging out like in the fucking office, you know?
Oh, fucking quick Mass Effect
yeah.
reference.
Yeah, he's just chilling in there.
He's like, all right,
Legion, how you doing, bro?
you're about to get fucked up. It's bad time.
Terrible. So,
Oh, shit.
scientists are arguing about whether this is the argument. Not that this is happening or not.
Mm-hmm.
They're all like, yeah, this happened. We just don't know if the Earth's core has slowed down or completely stopped and reversed. What? That
Now, hold
doesn't
on.
sound good.
Now, because, like, hold on. I'm not a fucking scientist by any means.
I've seen the core.
I'm kind of an idiot. Yeah. Like, that's about my extent of it.
It doesn't sound good.
No, it sounds bad. Is that gonna like fuck up like our is that fuck our magnetic fields?
So
like
they
what
said
happens
they said
with that?
it does change it, but it's so slight that it's not like a life ending sort of thing, I guess.
Okay, I guess.
Because apparently it's still spinning. It'll still be spinning at the same speed. The Earth will still be rotating. Like apparently it's done this a bunch.
Okay.
But it makes sense. Like the fucking core has reversed.
Yeah,
now we
there's a
have
whole bunch of
we
dumb
have
shit.
AI and fucking aliens.
Yeah, there's a giant sinkhole a few years back opened up in China, like the fucking
Oh yeah, with like the fucking like flora.
little fucking hidden. What was it in the fucking new Godzilla fucking movies?
Oh yeah, it's like
the
Kong's,
Hollow Earth,
the
the
Hollow
fucking
Earth. It's like
Kong
Kong and
type
his family are
fucking
hanging
things
out there.
happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have
the
fucking
kaiju
Yeah, we're gonna get a
situation.
kaiju situation on our
Can you
hands.
imagine we got kaijus, aliens, and AI?
Oh, it's fucked at that
Wait
point.
a minute, is it? Let me ask you this. Maybe that's just how it like the AI helps us build the giant robots. Like then you use them to
shit.
fight the kaiju, which are actually just aliens. So you get it all.
That's badass.
Yeah, I could do that.
I can get down with that reality. We had superheroes too in there.
Like like Captain America sort of superheroes, like made in a lab, or like it came from the stars.
Yeah, all of it.
Both?
Yes. Yeah, we get them both.
Oh, I don't know if I want both.
I want both. What do you mean you don't know?
I don't.
Maybe a little like both,
Here's
like
the
a
thing.
Green Lantern situation. Hold on, maybe
I
like a little
like-
Green Lantern situation.
No, I'm going to tell you why no. because I can get behind a Captain America thing. Mm-hmm. But when you start bringing in like Superman, now we're talking about celestial threats. I don't like that.
Yeah, that's scary.
I
guess you're right.
Yeah, you don't want Brainiac coming to town.
No. That's
and then the fucking
time.
You heard about the fucking shit in the Philippines?
Yeah, I think you were
the
telling
men
me.
in a gull. They spotted the men in a gull. Yeah, you know what that is?
Fucking Filipino vampire.
Yeah, it's a vampire.
It's like a fucking
Like
monster
the
bat
people that
person.
saw it had to go to like trauma therapy.
Yeah, it came out of that pit in China. Scary.
I'm not a fan.
That's the
I'm not
fucking
a. I'm not a fan. Like, you can't do aliens, AI, the core slowing down,
cryptids.
And cryptid. You're gonna throw
like legendary
vampires
monsters.
on?
Yeah, that's too many
like
things at once.
Mothman comes up. He's like, "Hey, I'm here."
Yeah, the fucking world's falling apart.
Yeah, I'm here for the gangbang.
We're becoming
like,
fiction.
Yeah,
it's
Bigfoot finally comes out of the woods. He's like, "All right."
Yeah.
Who fucking made the AI? You're not supposed to do that.
No, it's all fucked up. Look, in my brain, the only way I picture is this fucking, God damn it, I can't describe a visual meme.
It's just cabin in the woods.
For those that know Piper Perry with the litany of men behind her.
But just all the different,
aliens,
like, apocalyptic
cryptids,
creatures. Yeah.
AI, yeah, all of it.
Oh, my God, dude. Jesus just comes out with
Yeah,
like a
he's gonna-
sword for a tongue. He's just killing
Yeah,
people.
yeah, molten eyes of bronze.
I mean, it's not the most far-fetched fucking...
No,
it's not like if you said to me, like, oh, yeah, there's vampires in the Philippines. Like 2 years ago. 2 years ago, if you said to me there's vampires in the Philippines, I said, go fuck yourself. Go take your meds.
All right, schizo.
Now I'm sitting here going like...
Yeah, of
Like-
course there are. What are you talking
Like,
about?
do we have to worry about it? Meanwhile, like...
Is that an immediate threat?
Right, like, are they coming here? Like, can they actually go out in the daytime? Like, walk me through this a little bit. And then, we had the shit in Ohio. It's like the start of fucking Return of the Living Dead
Yeah,
or
we
whatever.
got fucking Mars attacks coming on.
Oh, it's just insane, dude.
Can you give me a little Mars attack, alien? It was pretty good.
Jack Black was in that movie.
I've heard, yeah.
Yeah, he's the brother. He gets turned into a skeleton. Jack Nicholson was in that movie.
Oh, I didn't know. It's
was the
been
president.
many years.
He also gets murdered.
That's a shame. Both of your Jacks just done in just like that.
That's a Tim Burton classic.
It is a classic. That is a great film.
I like a Mars Attacks.
Yeah.
I don't like the rest of it, though.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like the idea of aliens, kaijus, angry
okay.
AIs.
Going back to the original
Yeah, I don't like
concept.
that.
Yeah. No.
All right,
I don't want that neither.
Now that you have my anxiety to 15,
Yeah, good.
let's put
Good.
this one to bed.
All right, fair enough.
What do you got going on?
So those of you who are already following me might notice that I've actually started posting TikToks again. They're slow. I'm editing back footage. It's going to take a minute, but expect some new content soon. I'll
Good, I like it.
try to start converting those over to YouTube Shorts, and we'll see what we can do for long-form content in the future. And
I love that sweet content.
oh my God, yes. But yeah, you can find me at Partially Proficient at TikTok for now.
All right. Well, Paul, as always. And, you guys know where we're at. CatalystCrafting.com's the main website. Catalyst Creations NH is the Etsy store. Getting close to 1,000.
Hey, look, give Elementor a check. Go ahead, take a look at it. It's a good site. You can build a good site.
Yeah, check out Elementor. I mean, check out our website if you want to see Elementor in practice.
Oh, yeah.
And, what do you guys think? You think it's okay for game sites to publish reviews based on how their politics lie? How do you guys feel about the changes that are coming up on YouTube? Oh, fuck. Best last words ever?
Yeah.
And which one of the many apocalyptic scenarios do you think is going to come to fruition and just decimate the fucking planet?
Do you think, which one's your favorite? How do you want to go?
Yeah, like how do you want to do? All right, crew. We'll catch you on the next one.